What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all again. Let's talk about Revlon. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so let's be entertained. So you got some news today, news that was good, apparently. It said Revlon filed for Chapter 11 in June, which we all knew, and this left it too cash poor to make timely payments to critical vendors in its cosmetic supply chain. So, to shore up its supply chain and fund its bankruptcy court case, they sought an additional financing, and it appears that they were able to pull that off. So, possibly that will help with some of their supply chain issues and be able to prolong their bankruptcy. Maybe they can work their way out of it. It says that the judge approval commits Revlon to financial conditions, including a schedule for exiting bankruptcy by April 2023 on terms favorable to the lenders. So we'll go ahead and see if that pans out for them. Hopefully they can work their way through and make all of that play out. I think the Ortex is going to update for us, no doubt, in the morning. But what do we got going on? As far as the live short interest goes, it says 79% short interest percent of the free float, and the short interest 4.17 million. So we'll see what that looks like in the morning and be able to get a better idea of what's going on. Obviously, some of the shorts, no doubt, would have covered in all of this. There's no reason to assume that they would not have. But as far as a run like that goes, I mean, what was it, like 100% run or something? Expect a pullback. You got a little bit of a pullback. Is it going to hold? We're going to find out. I don't know how much strength we're going to have right there. I mean, we are considerably higher than a lot of the lines we should be tracking. So is it going to pull back? Is it something you have to chase? I don't ever believe in chasing. I do think that there will probably be some sort of pullback, and we're going to see just how extreme that is. It could continue to run. So where would I be watching right now? I'd probably be watching to see if it pulls back to $8, how it respects that. If they're going to hedge for any of those calls that were in the money, I mean, if they're hedging, then awesome. You're probably going to see a lot of gamma action going in there, but a lot of times we know that they don't actually hedge for some of these, and you might just get thrown into the dark pools till they can pull this back to a level where the market makers aren't losing as much money to be able to buy and hedge for any of those calls that are out there. So I would watch it patiently. I do have a handful of these shares. I unfortunately did not play any calls for this week on Revlon, but I've been holding my shares. So I got a little bit of that move, obviously, which was pretty cool. But I'm just going to sit tight and see where this thing plays out. I didn't see it run up here, or I would have probably unloaded some of them, but at this point, I'm just going to watch and see how it respects at $8 and $7.36. See if that holds or just how far back it wants to pull. Like I said, it could run. It could be a multi-day runner if it wants to, if that news is good enough. But they had time, from the news and all of that run. There was plenty of time for whatever needed to happen according to that news to happen. So let's see who ends up holding on, how many people take profits. I think that there could be strong profit taking. So again, I don't really believe in chasing. Just look for a nice new area of support. You can see right now that $8.50 range, it tried to act as a support or a breakout, but it got knocked back down below it. So right now acting as a little bit of a resistance for it. Keep an eye on it. It could get rejected back down to the $8 or the $7.36. I mean, it wouldn't even be out of question for it to pull all the way back down to either the 582 or the 650 if it wanted to. It's still got quite a nice gain as far as from $4.60 to either one of these lines. So I would just be watching. If I don't like to chase, and I hope you guys don't like to chase either. A lot of that move happened, and we're just going to see how it plays out. So watch for it to either break out, come back down, act as support, and then push for another breakout, or where it's actually going to find its support. That would be my ideal way of playing it. But let's see what the Ortex says in the morning. Congratulations to all you guys if you were still sitting on these, just waiting to see what happens with the news. Nice move, always fun to make money, and always fun to make that kind of money for sure. As I always say, make money, take money. And nobody cares about your accounts but yourself. Nobody knows what you do but yourself. these people, you see red candles, somebody's taking profits. Don't feel guilty if you want to take a little bit of that off of the table. You can always play with the house's money. I mean, at that point, you could have sold half your position, still held half, and it's totally risk-free. But however you trade is your decision. I'm not a diamond hander in these kind of plays, and I will never be. It's just a play. If you've been burned before, you understand it's just a play. So if you see moves like that, you can always get back in. It's not a buy once, sell once. You can always take your profits, watch for it to base, get back in. So whatever you guys want to do, though, it's your account, it's your decision. Thank you for coming back and watching another one. You're always welcome to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates. If you don't mind, you can drop a like. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.